believing, facing this head on, that there is a God. And what I'd want to say about that, I want to say a number of things about that. But the first is this, that because I'm a Christian, I have the problem, the intellectual problem. But because I'm a Christian, I believe that Jesus Christ rose as a matter of history the third day, and that death is therefore not the end. And because death is not the end, I do believe that God is going to be utterly fair, so that people who have had the wrong end of injustice will be ultimately compensated for that. And atheists have no such hope. So what atheism does is it appears to give you an intellectual solution to the problem, but it removes all hope. It removes all hope of justice, which contradicts the very way in which we humans feel. We sense that there must be justice out there somewhere. Now, that doesn't prove there is, but it might make us disposed to have a look at the evidence that there is justice. Now, I will now have to move over to the other side of this question, because both sides now belong together. And it's this. You see, the heart of Christianity, for me, is not simply the resurrection, it's what preceded it. And we know that Jesus died, he was crucified. Now, that would be of very little significance. There were many crucifixions around the time, as Josephus, for example, records. But the significance of this particular one is the nature of the person who was crucified. The claim is that this is God incarnate. Now, a lot of people will find it very difficult to follow this, but it's good to see what the logic is. So try to come along with me. If this is God incarnate, the question is, what is God doing on a cross, to put it crudely and pointedly? And what I would say about that is this, that at the very least, it shows me that God has not remained distant from the problem of human suffering, but has actually become part of it. Now that, to my mind, is a window into a possibility that brings real hope, and historically has brought hope to millions of people that have had to cope with the most awful of sufferings, but somehow have had the strength to see that in the death of Christ, there's a window into the heart of God, that this is what God is like. So the question is really this. We find the universe to be ragged. There are some good things. There are some very bad things. Is there enough evidence amidst all of this raggedness to trust God for the ragged bits? And I would want to argue that the cross of Christ is not a simplistic solution to this. There will be the ragged ends, and I feel them, but is the beginnings of it.